Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short, little unboxing video to share with you guys. A whole bunch of new stuff from Sencut, and Civivi. I don't know why the order was weird. All of this stuff apparently released on October 29th, so it should all be available. I didn't actually get all of this stuff out of my box until today, which is very early November. You guys are seeing it on a different day, though, because it's all pre-recorded. Anyways, all of this stuff will be linked down in the description. I'm sure it's available. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's up to you. Thanks to for sending this stuff in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. It used to be that, like, pretty much every other knife that Sencut Civivi released was a massive hit, right? Now, they still have released some stuff here fairly recently that was really spectacular, but we've gotten a lot more into volume, like, focus, and not so much, like, unique, special, and especially, like value. Like, the value, especially with the knives, has been pretty insane. But I'm still holding off. I'm still holding out for a big W from them before the end of the year because I know they're capable of it, and I just don't know if it'll come through Sencut, Civivi, or This one doesn't have a date on it, but I'm gonna guess this is probably the most straightforward. The Stratex Black G10 9CR18 MOV. 9CR18 MOV is fine, but I really wish that they would get away from it with Sencut. There are other steels that they can use that would allow them to fall into this lower, budget area. 9CR18 MOV would not be my first, second, third, fourth, or even fifth choice, I think, for a steel, but it's okay. So probably going to be the most straightforward of the bunch, and that's fine, This looks like probably a bunch of different things that they have released. It looks like 50 different things that they have released. It's a straightforward flipper that also has thumb studs. It's nice, right? You have the G10, the peel ply textured. You have a straightforward utilitarian blade, nice and thin behind the edge. Pretty much exactly what you would expect from Sencut. Now, if you like this knife and you're wondering why don't you go into more detail about it, it's because just within Sencut, there are 100 products that are similar. And within the expansive universe of the quality budget knife world, there are probably 500 knives that are similar to this. If you like how this looks, it's probably got a reasonable price tag, and honestly, it'll serve you well. They make good knives. There's just not anything particularly unique about this knife. This is the type of knife that I try not to review as much. So, yeah, this is a really inexpensive knife. You can ignore MSRP. What you'll pay is $39, which is fine. I think they could probably get this to $30. Right now, I think Migron is outdoing Sencut because they're offering the same thing, if not a little bit better sometimes, for $10 less. So Sencuts are fine. They're really good. And really where they shine, where Civivi and Sencut shine, is their factory edges. The cutting geometry of this knife and these knives and their factory edges are superior. They're not using the absolute best blade steel, but man, are these things thin behind the edge and sharpened properly from the factory. In many cases, despite the fact that this is 9CR18 MOV, I would guess that these knives would outperform a lot of their competition on the market, even when their competition is utilizing a steel that should perform better, or a steel when heat treated properly would perform better. The geometry, a lot of times with Sencut and Civivi, is just going to allow them to outperform some of those other knives. But this is fine, right? It's fine. It exists. I don't mind talking about it. We have two from Civivi here. Let's just open this up. Just go in. I like to go in blind. These are not reviews. This is not a review. I'm opening this up and taking a look at it for the first time. You can't review something that way. You have to experience it first and then come back and talk about it afterwards. Oh, we got a little Damascus guy here. Okay, so is this the... This feels a lot like the Malibu. Now, we've seen this texture pattern before. I think the first time I saw this pattern was with Oz Machine Company, and they called it was like golf, like putter texture, something like that. Okay, so this feels like a small Malibu, and we have a kind of subdued, that's a really good looking etch there on the Damascus, probably a VG10 Damascus. Is this actually a San Mai? Yeah, so probably 9CR, 8CR, 9CR, 10CR with the 10CR core, which is the equivalent of VG10, which is fine. This actually feels pretty good. I just really, the whole thing, I wish it was bigger, but it makes me think of the ProTech Malibu. They do a really good, button locks are not my favorite locking systems, like plunge locks. I'll admit, as far as like all of the button locks that I've handled, which is hundreds and hundreds on this channel, the best one that there's two that are the top that I've ever felt. Some of the higher tier Wii button locks, and Les George. Those two were incredible. And even when they just do it on a basic Civivi, it still feels superior to most everything else on the market that's made the same way. That's just, I'm not talking about button operated liner locks or top liner locks or compression locks. No, I'm talking about actual button locks. So this guy is called the Mini Shakan. Now this is in the VG10 core. So the standard version of this knife will probably come in something like 14C28N or Nitro V, and it'll be less expensive. This version of the knife has an MSRP of $94, and you'll expect to pay $79.90, which is, it's okay. Interesting. I feel like, it's interesting enough between the texture and like the way that the San Mai looks. I think this does look really good. I mean, it's miles ahead of where they were years ago with their first Damascus. It just looks so much better, right? But not necessarily anything, incredibly out there, ultra spectacular. This is called the Void Flare. Void Flare. Black G10 handle, black stonewash 14C28N blade. Okay. Let's open this guy up. Feels a little bigger. And it is. Oh, got some gold liners there. Still, though, very basic. Gold liners are cool. Not necessarily anything new for Civivi. Who's the designer here? Does it say? We'll look at the packaging here in just a moment. Gold liners, that's fine. It's just very, very basic, non-nested construction. Okay. Fuller all the way out. I've seen this. This makes me think of the Berg Blades Tick, the way that they've done the fuller. It does look a little, it's obviously a totally different knife, but pretty straightforward, right? This is the type of knife where I wouldn't, it's like, it should be right around like $50. Let's see what we've got here. Also find out the designer. So this guy, Void Flare, 57 to 59 inches. You got to get that up. It just says designer Civivi, $63. I'm gonna pass on that one. It just feels very, very basic. It almost feels like Rolodex. Some of them are cool. And listen, Civivi and Wii and Sencut, they are capable of collaborating with people who bring incredibly unique knives to the production knife market. And they're also capable of designing things that are extremely cool and interesting. This feels like they have a Rolodex of different blade shapes. And they also have like another one that's like different geometries and whether or not it's hollow grind and whether or not there's a fuller in it or a hole or anything like. There's all these different Rolodexes for like handle, shape, and size and all that. And they just spin them. They go through all at once. And it just, whatever it lines up, like that's what they build, right? It's almost like a Taco Bell menu. Like this, if somebody from Civivi or Wii or Sencut is watching, it might be a little bit insulting, but the reality of it is, guys, is that that's what it feels like sometimes, especially with Civivi and Sencut. Sometimes with Wii, it's just very, very general. Now, it's probably also a business strategy to simply constantly pump out knives. As a content creator who adheres to a strict schedule of 2 uploads a day, simply because the algorithm, truthfully, I like making content, but also the algorithm demands it and rewards this channel for it. And it has. That's why I've not skipped an upload in years. So if they're kind of doing the same thing, and I get it, and you also have to consider that there's new people being pumped into our community constantly. So while this might seem boring to us, it might be really, really interesting to somebody who is brand new. And the only way that you can stay on top of everything and stay in front of everybody's faces and appeal to these, especially these newer community members, well, you have to get these knives out there. Not just to channels like mine, but you also have to get them on the internet and get all of the different algorithms pushing, everything up to the surface. So their hands might be kind of tied. The problem is that there are companies out there who are doing it better and they're charging less. And their designs are more unique and inspired or have some more interesting element. I think Civivi and Sencut need a huge change up in terms of their materials, and they also need to consider at least one new locking mechanism, whether they design it internally or they utilize something like a button-operated top liner lock. A lot of their competition is succeeding massively because they are doing these things. And while they might not be able to keep up at the same pace as Civivi, Sencut, I don't know that they need to, because they're, instead of hitting base hits, or like in this case, a bunt, right, that leads to a base hit, they're hitting home runs. So, I don't know. You tell me if I'm on point with that or not. So here's their expensive one of the bunch. Can never tell because these boxes are so heavy. Now, did this just come out of here? Imagine so. Yeah. So I'll be able to look at that one here in a second. I always get worried with these. I used to get super excited about the Wii knives, but anymore it's been not quite as impressive. And then it's the real slap in the face is the price tag. So we got one that's on the bigger side though. Okay, ooh, a little bit different here with the texturing. Much lighter than it actually looks. Green hardware, okay. Yeah, not anything absolutely crazy going on, but this is the first time I've seen, it almost looks like you're in an airplane and you look down at the land like way, 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 way up high, right? How Earth looks while you're way up high in an airplane and it's cloudless. Okay. Very snappy. Basic satin finish, though. Don't love the finish, but I'm sure that there's a bunch of different finishes. Night. Okay, so there's the designer. We'll read more about that here in a second. Love the ano. I love the ano on the pivot and the lock bar insert. Nice little, just kind of 3-slot for the relief cut there. Very smooth. Very, very, very smooth. Ooh, yes. Very good. I wish this had like a vapor blasting for the blade. Now, I'm going to guess this is M390, and this absolutely should not be more than $250. Let me look here. Essential. This is called the Essential Knight, by the way, and the designer is Jason Knight. Man, it's higher than the price is higher than I think it should be. Now, don't get outraged about this because nobody's going to pay that. $298 though. They have to make room to pay the designer, but as far as what's being delivered there, it's kind of, it's titanium, it's contoured. This is really, like, honestly, the design of it, the aesthetic of it, I think is really nice. I've seen knives that look similar. The operation of it is fantastic, and yes, you can use that little fuller to deploy it. Feels very capable, and I'm sure that it is. It also feels very, very thin behind the edge. It's also comfortable, right? This is good. I think if you like how this looks and you've got $300 burning a hole in your pocket, and this is like really appealing to you, then I think you'll really, really enjoy it. I'm just, once again, we have like $50 or so. That's like, why? Because, and it's not like I'm pulling that idea out of my butt. Just all of the different, knives that are also made in China, contoured, have the texturing. This does have some more unique texturing to it. I wonder what process is required to create this pattern here, right? So this could be more expensive than I realize to machine. This is not something that I'm familiar with, and I'll admit that, right? So there could be a little bit something there. At basically $300 though, the basic machine satin finish, I don't know that I love that. I do like pretty much everything else about the knife though. It feels really good. It feels pretty straightforward. I mean, it's titanium frame lock. We do have titanium hardware, especially achieving that that color. There's titanium, titanium backspacer, titanium pocket clip. Like I said, really, really smooth. Definitely a good user for sure. But their competition, a lot of these companies that are direct competitors with Wii are capable of producing exactly the same thing and have. And in a lot of cases with steels that are more expensive, right? A lot of companies are using S90V and creating essentially the same thing for about $250 or less. Some companies coming in at about $200. Now, admittedly, Wii's execution is pretty top tier. There's only a few companies that are capable of the same thing or better, and there's a whole bunch of companies that are pretty good but not quite the same as Wii. So Should you pay a little bit more? Does we deserve to charge slightly more than a lot of their Chinese production competition? I think so. But the problem is that they are taking it's getting out of hand. They're charging a lot more, right? We knives to me is they're not quite at the same, like it's not quite the same ratio, but it's they almost feel like they're starting to become the Benchmade of the Chinese production knife world, right? They're charging a lot because it says we, but this is a cool design. I don't want to take anything away from the designer. I think the design is really, really nice. I think it feels good. Like the operation's great, and it's obviously, a great tool. I think that they hit their M390 low. I've said that for a while now. We have exactly what I thought here. M390, 59 to 61 HRC, which is pretty much like industry standard, like, kind of minimum effort, right? It's fine. I think probably the most interesting one of the bunch is actually the Wii in this case. This guy's fine, just like basic, EDC knife. But like I said, if you like that one, well, there's 100 other knives that they sell that you'll find really, really interesting. This is, and like this is kind of, I don't know, I like how that looks. I just wish that knife was bigger. A lot of what I'm saying is like subjective. It comes down to like, preferences. But yeah, I don't, I've said this many times. I don't sit here and go, I want all of these to be less expensive. No, not necessarily. It's like, if you guys want to be at this price point, you want to be that 300 to 350 or 300 to 400 tier Chinese knife company, fine. Deliver products that land in there. Use different blade steels. Experiment with more finishes. Do more inlay stuff. Do more design. A lot of this stuff is just kind of like, yeah, it's neat, but it was kind of the same thing we were seeing 5 years ago. Now it's a lot of the same stuff, but it's 50 to 100 more expensive because, right? Now, I know there's a lot of world stuff, economic stuff going on right now that's affecting that. But at the same time, their competition is, they're achieving the same thing or better for less in many, many cases. So, I don't know. Always excited to check out Wii knives here lately. Wii Civivi Sencut here lately. Just been pretty disappointed. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'll link all these knives down in the description. You guys can check them out if you want. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.